Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this 2020 Space Force Virus Forced Asteroid Fight Club meeting. And all groups across all 195 countries, combined with corporations and conferences, have definitely had a heck of a time trying to communicate the problem and the possible problems that may come in the future from what is known as CoronaVirus, COVID-19. And so things have been wild. It's kind of like playing poker with bad information, and some people may or may not have been bluffing the whole time. Was it talking about? We're at 101 confirmed asterisk people that have gotten the brand new virus that showed up out of nowhere. And we're now up to 310 in the United States of America. Yeah, dude, I don't even know. I'm just trying to get the best information possible. And a lot of times the information itself sounds like pure gossip. But maybe somebody called somebody a snake in the year of the rat, and this is supposed to be the like bat snake flu that may or may not have been particle collider weaponized on some type of a level or dimension. The Pacific Air Forces put out a tweet today that contained this: the number of reported cases of the novel coronavirus continues to rise in the Republic of Korea. ROK. Effective immediately, Commander, U.S. Indo-Pacific Command. In line with the CDC travel health notice, restricts all non-essential DoD travel to ROK, the Republic of Korea, to reduce risks associated with COVID-19. So there are risks and restrictions. The travel restriction applies to all military, civilians, and contractors under Indo-Pacific Command Authority. I was very grateful to God, Jesus Christ, America, and the Air Force for this, because earlier I was trying to take in all the data and figure out how to transmute it to tell people and shit. I was like, man, I wonder what the Air Force or the Marines or the Army or the National Guard or the Navy think about the coronavirus if they were to give us an opinion as we try to put the data together. So just even seeing the line, U.S. Forces Japanese quarantine guidance, it's got a total 2020 Akira feel to it. What am I talking about? Oh yeah, so today has been the craziest day I can ever remember in the history of my life on a like weird global level with all the things going on. And on the Astro Fight Club level, it does seem like whatever country people are in, if they get this thing that nobody's ever had before, then they got a like 1 in 100, 1 in 97 chance of dying. Could be higher, could be lower. But right now we know it's killing people under that name. And it's like that giant ball in Indiana Jones that rolls after Indiana Jones, except for this ball just gets bigger. Wow, that was a bad analogy. Crap. And so we're at like maximum March, Mercury, Retrograde, miscommunications, and mixed messages. I'm doing my best I can to put it all together, but I definitely know through it all, the best information we can all share possible and teamwork are the best ways to handle this into a good future together. But that's always been my stance. And so things continue, the numbers continue to climb, and there are still a lot of questions around a lot of things involved with the virus itself. The dude with the CDC said people with underlying health conditions You should think twice before getting on a plane, going to a crowded event, etc., says Anthony Fauci. Fauci, director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases. And so I'm trying to avoid it, and I think you should try to avoid it. Things are being canceled. Our cancel culture has become more of a verb than a adjective, or would that be an adverb? I don't know. Not always good with words, especially with grammar and punctuation. But it does appear the atmospheric defense team and prayer warriors, maybe a bit of both, seem to be doing well with the big bad storms missing the major cities. As your planetary defense commander, I don't want to lose anyone. And today they canceled South by Southwest, which I thought was definitely best for Texas and people. We need to take March to figure out what exactly is going on and play it as safe as we can until we know. There's not been a lot of full disclosure and transparency on every level, I do not believe, since it started, or how we would deal with it when it got to our shores, but it seems to be here now. And so, everything that don't panic, but it's definitely weird. It's definitely smoking if you got them. Strange days indeed, my friends. And today the president did say we got it under control. And so I think there's probably at least one or two asterisks behind there, but things are still held up together. And it was a beautiful new spring day in Texas again. And the whole cruise ship aspect of it all is just very strange. And things are strange. I guess that's what I'm trying to convey. So we got 7 billion people, 1 billion families, 195 countries. We're trying to figure it all out. The story's really been going on for about 2 months. And it seems like if it works down from like central banks to markets to banks to politicians to data information disseminated to the public somehow in some way. And there's so many mixed messages across so many different networks. And like Bob Iger stepped down from Disney, and the Pope has been sick, and then Jamie Dimon, the head of JP Morgan, had a major heart attack, I think. And not all of our politicians have been practicing very safe pandemic social distancing conditions over the last month. So the next 2 weeks are definitely going to be strange. The stalwart's got a decent assessment. In my opinion, at this moment, the coronavirus is the first big thing in a long time. You just can't easily map people's assessment of it to some prior ideological disposition. Everyone's got their own heuristics and intuition about the risks. That's for sure. And for the most part, it's hard to anticipate who lands where. I just know the information pipe has been clogged with some crappy crap, and it's just best to get the best information possible out to the people so we can figure out which problems we have to solve in the time we have to solve them. And while the president said this is the highest level test anywhere, I couldn't agree more. And it's like 2020, everything's canceled, but we're just playing it safe and figuring it out. And we are holding this together. And so I would stay cool, be cool, and we will make it through this. So God bless everyone. Please stay cool. And hopefully I'll get better at talking soon. I love you. Peace out. Peace in. Peace everywhere. Pretty please. Thank you.